Yeah, all good, all good. Good evening, everyone. On this lovely, wet, rainy, horrible, disgusting evening, we've got round five of the newest here at Belgium. Joining me tonight in the Commons booth is Tacit.
Good evening.
Say
Good
hello.
evening.
And myself being Johnny B. How
Johnny,
is everyone's evening?
have a look in the chat. Tacit and Nico are saying Monaco in it. I think Tacit owns that phrase, so I'm not sure why someone else is saying it. And I'm gonna butcher this name. I can't even say it. I'm very sorry, I can't say her name. Saying hello, and Killian saying Beemans. And as Rothwell's unfortunately left the session, he's invited now. But
Yep.
speaking of Rothwell, he is our featured driver of the day. Um, as his favourite driver is George Russell. He says in his racing strengths, he's a race pace merchant, takes pride in not being qualified merchant, but also a barrier magnet. Races on a Fanatec CSL DD McLaren GT3, and his season goal is to win a race. And his fun fact is he knows someone who likes green, and his favourite track in real life is where we're racing today.
Tonight should be a very good one, actually. If someone who is listening to the stream would like to let me know if it is dry all the way through or if we've got potential of rain, that would be fantastic.
Yes, our normal weatherman is letting us know it's going to be rain in Q2 and Q3.
Very good. So tonight, I don't think there's going to be many predictions, shall we say? I think it's going to be a little bit random, which for us at least definitely makes it a lot better for commentating
Yeah,
and
indeed. Well, there are a lot of
throws up a
discussion
few.
points.
Yeah, exactly. It throws up a few surprises as well because it brings out the race pace in the wet, and it sometimes does normally neutralize a lot of people. So we'll see, we'll see. But for the minute, we have ourselves a Powen out on track, warming up his tyres.
Yeah,
Uh,
amongst others as well.
yeah, a few people have now decided to come out. We'll scroll on through. There's a bunch of cars going down the first straight, so we'll stay on with
Yeah.
Powen as he is the first person on track by quite some margin.
Yeah, I mean, he could set a new, I don't know, the word escapes me, a new goal. He could succeed at something today. If Pound scores in the points, it will be his 20th career points finish and 23 race starts. So it's a big one
Oh,
for him today. Amongst others, many discussion points we can discuss, especially in that 5 minute break. He
yeah.
prepares to go first on track on his lap.
Uh, three people out in this first session. So the three lowest drivers will be out in this first session. As someone has just asked that in the chat, so I'll just reply in both aspects. As
Yes.
we've got Powen starting his lap, or started his lap, as he barrels through turn one, heading to the famous corner, Rouge.
And Radion.
No, and Radion, no lift, back on the battery, up to the DRS line. Let's see what power. Let's see what speed he gets out of this. So I just see it's flicking 211. So he's got a little bit of wing. As he then goes back down to none for the fast S's. Careful to not lock up the front right tyre going through this right-hander. That's a tricky braking section, that one there. Back onto overtake. Is this Podium?
Yes.
Yeah.
10, 12.
Just about to say, because forgive me, I am not good with corner names or numbers, so I just pretty much say it as I see it. As he goes back to none, saving a little bit of battery. I'd imagine you'll probably flick on the battery for this last bit here. maybe use a little bit of hot lap. I would have said, because that battery is, yeah, there you go, straight to hot lap. And he might want to save a little bit for the bus stop, as he keeps it on hot lap, heading towards the bus stop, as he now picks his braking point for the bus stop chicane. Back on the battery, careful not to spin up the rears, and he sets a 1:43.9.
Good bank of time for partner. In the meantime, we've had Chambers retiring from the session, which means we're only going to have 2 eliminations if all our drivers who haven't retired at lap time as well. We've got mostly grid on track as well, but using probably more soft tyres than they would in our first qualifying session, especially with the predicted rain our drivers told us about.
Yeah. DeflatedWee goes top. And John slips into second place. Jakob slips into third. Bearing in mind this is Q1, so they'll probably want to save, if they have some left over, save some pace for Q2, Q3. And the 2 teammates at Ferrari, one behind the other. So we've got Willow coming up to the line, a little bit quicker than DeflatedWee. People are starting to fly in to the line. We've got a mixture of people starting their lap and finishing their lap, so I'm gonna have to. There you go. I've got one.
Buckmasters has gone straight on there. Snipes, I should say. Just a sliver of battery, and that puts him in 9th place as well. And then up to the line of Padge, who actually peels into the pit lane next. I believe is Captain Aiden. We've got Padge and Brev and Rothwell in pit lane, and we've also got Neaton and Aya on their out laps. As Captain Aiden, I dare say, may have been commentator's curses. He had some decent pace, purple sector 1. But I think his debut in the Nova Series season then.
Captain Aiden keeps it nice and neat, keeps it nice and tidy as well. No understeer, no slipping of traction. See how he deals with Puon. Keeps it in with track limits. That's a really hard corner, that one there, to keep within track limits. The car gets nicely out of his way. Red Bull of Private. Ooh!
Oh, yeah, that's a major shot. I think we've commentators cursed him.
Right, before I get shouted at, I'm going to come off him. Because we've got Aya. I think he'll be the next to start his lap. Oh, hang on. We've got an Aston starting a lap. There we go. We've got Deton. We'll stay on with Deton. He times it perfectly to turn 1. Gets on the power. Little squiggle. Little bit of a squiggle. Races up to a Rouge and rally on. Careful as you go over the brow of that hill. Like, I believe the third corner as you go over the brow of that hill is completely blind. So if you're like cockpit view, especially having no line, you just can't see over the brow of that hill. As I found out in the practice lobby, invalidate a lot.
It's really easy to invalidate there. You don't see the corner, I think, just until you're about to get to it. So it's quite daunting, especially in a cockpit cam.
But the last thing you want to do is
not
lift.
again.
Yeah, not again. Yes.
Good.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Yeah, you didn't see that, Nico. Okay, nothing to see here. As he takes a nice tight line from Puon, keeps it in hot lap. He might go back down to medium or leave it in hot lap. Okay. Slightly different tactic here from Deton. So he's not using all of the track, so whether this will just be a banker run, he might just want to get air time on the board. I know a few drivers do that. As he keeps it on hot lap. Surprising actually how much a hot lap, leaving it on there, just drains your battery usage. Keeps it just within track limits on the first bus stop chicane there. Up to the line, little bit of battery. Yeah, I think he's just gone out to set a time, hasn't he?
Yeah, in the meantime, we've had DeflatedWee, John, and Killian retiring. So no doubt at this rate, I think we'll see Willow, Ethan, and Codcamp will probably retire as well as Jakob. The current knockout time is a 44.7.
I think anywhere, especially for this tier, I think anywhere around the about mid 143s, I think you'll be safe. So yeah, I think anywhere with, especially in this tier, I think you'd be anywhere around the 143s. I think you'd be safe.
Going on board with Prev here, he's supposedly set purple Sector 2, which is quite an interesting one. As most drivers will be gearing their setups towards the Sector 1 and Sector 2, which is formed with quite long straightaways. Although that back straight in Sector 3 is not DRS, you'll burn a lot of battery as a little of a lock-up for the Dutch driving up to line, burning that slither of battery drivers want to preserve, and that's going to put him 10th with a 43.0. Yet with Padge also going through Bruxelles, turn 10, and through No Name turn 11, sector 2. It's important to hook a lap up here as that was almost track limits.
I'd say he's using all the track. He knocks it back to medium. Padge in recent races has had fantastic pace, and that is an Aston parked in the way.
That may be for review for the stewards. It's fine to be parked that way, but in the way of the racing line, that might be one for investigation.
As we'll leave that to the stewards. As I did notice a few people doing this in their practice lobby, so they were using all their battery down the back straight. So I mean, I might have to ask again if there's a reason why, but yeah, we'll might come back to that. As Padge might, he should have enough time to come back. It'd be tight, but he should have enough time to get back if he puts it back in the medium, get back to the pits and try another lap. As there was a slight distraction there for him of the Aston Martin.
Yeah. Honestly, I would say anybody above P12 is safe currently.
Yeah, I think definitely within the 143s, I think you're safe. So these guys here, I mean, Shivers is retired. I don't know if that's he just wants to start a little bit further back, maybe relying on the safety car, early safety car. He might be relying on that and make up the places that way. That's a possibility.
Not sure. We'll have to see, really, as featured driver Rothwell 74 approaches the lap for his first lap. A fortunate lock up there into the bus stop. Turns 19, turn 20, and he burns that battery up to the line. His first was that time, I think, 44.1 puts him up to P13. So sort of Captain Aiden looking probably to do his final lap of the session here.
And so he is on his out lap at the moment. I believe everyone's on their in lap, aren't they? So
most people, yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, Padge is on his in lap. Oh, unless Padge has got no, he hasn't. Aiden pits. So Padge, I'd imagine, will pit. Nice drift, Padge. I like that. Nice drift. Well held.
Yeah. Definitely well held from Padge there. Is he man with the second amount of race starts, only behind his teammate DeflatedWee, 291. He's making his 292nd today. In 5 years in this league. He's really got the experience to back it up.
So we do have Prev on a lap here. I must have missed that. Prev on a lap here, pushing. So he'll probably burn all of his battery down this back straight. Leave it. Oh, no. Okay, switches back to hot lap. Pushing hard, though. Still pushing hard. And you probably pop back to medium, as he has. Get your braking right, because you can make so much time in this bus stop. And he has pit. So he might not have had enough fuel to go again. As everyone now is starting to come out. Did hear someone just fly past the pit. So Powen will be the first person to come out on track to start his last run. followed by the Williams Captain Aiden, which is expected.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one for Power to go out here. I mean, the current knockout time is a 44.3, so he's currently a second above the current knockout time.
So he's yeah. I mean, maybe he might have just thought it wasn't a good enough lap. I mean, are they new softs? They do look like new, so yeah, he might have thought, right, give it another go. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if I was Powen, I think I wouldn't have gone again. But track evolution, you never know. You never know. We'll see. We'll see how this unfolds. I mean, everyone basically underneath him is definitely going to go again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go on board with Captain Aiden here as he approaches his lap. It's a lot of pressure, obviously. He'll want him to be go through. I think knowing his pace in assist here, if he can replicate that here, nice little rhyme, I think he has a good chance of going through.
Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to stay on with Captain Aiden, I will stay on with Powen and see how he does on his last run. A few people now are starting to come out the pits. Hopefully, they get out the way for him.
Nico just saying, Johnny, could you lower your volume a little bit on board just louder than your voices?
Okay.
I'll go on board with Captain Aiden through to turn one, braking between the 100 and the 80. Important to get a good apex and the power here, as this will decide the rest of your sector one. Now going through the not really a corner turn two up to Arouge and Radion, and probably the most iconic corner complex entirety of F1, as my fellow commentator JONNYB was saying. That is the final part of that is very hard to get, as it's blind. Now down the Kemmel Straight. As I said, the exit of 10 1 can really define it here through to Lake Home. Turn 7, 8, and 9 important to use as much of the track as possible. Open up turn 9 through to 10, turn easy to lock up the front here. Braking just as the tarmac changes colour. Captain Aiden just going slightly wide here, but carrying the speed through evidently. Now through to No Name. Important to get in 4th or 5th gear. As he now transitions through to Puon. Flat in 7th or lift, usually. Burn a bit of battery to get some momentum. 7th or 8th gear through Campus. Turns 13 and 14. Very hard to get the right line sometimes as the curves got changed in F1 24. Now through to Stavlo, turn 15, and the Nameless, turn 16. They're going to drain as much battery down the back straight here. Leave a slither for the line as the Saber should be getting out the way. And then we said Nico was in the chat saying that doesn't gain you any time, but Captain Aiden electing to use all his battery here on the back straight, recharging, and then into the bus stop, using as much curve as possible within the limit, and up to the line for his first and only time of the session. The Williams driver does get through to Q2 with 1:40 44.1.
We do have a couple others as Aiden, well, had to get out of the way there a little bit. So as Aiden finishes his lap, and we do have others that have just started theirs. We got
Hope I
Padge
don't
who's
speak too
up.
soon.
We got
Hope I
Padge
haven't
who's
spoke
up.
too soon.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
2 tenths
Aiden.
up on his time at the moment. Powen didn't improve on his lap, but he had a horrible snap on the corner that Padge is on now. So I think he'd be a little bit frustrated on that, but he continued his lap anyway. Padge, from what I've seen in his qualifying, other than one of the Astons maybe potentially putting him off a little bit, he looks like he's got a controlled quick lap within Padge. So we'll see how Padge gets on with the rest of this lap.
Deaton saying he's messed up his timing, which means he won't get to the line. So a lap time will let Padge through Q2, although Rothwell is on the brink of possibly being eliminated in Q1 here. He's unfortunately suffering some form in the league, but he's a driver who's got some great race pace. We saw that assist here the other day as well. Now Padge using all that deployment up to the line, slight luck up, but he gets a line through the bus stop chicane.
Oh
Oh, and he
no,
invalidates.
no!
That's two commentators' curses
oh,
so far.
That's unfortunate. Padge was going well, and I
Sorry,
know he was
he's
up on
doing
his time as
well.
well. So we got
How much was he up?
well, the last I checked, he was up by what 3/10. So
Oh my god, that would
yeah, it
have
would have been
been. Oh,
enough.
yeah,
So
Padge. He said it's his least favorite track. I think he doesn't like it. As Nico, yeah, saying Padge hates Spa, but really unlucky for Padge and fortunate for Rothwell.
so Rothrill scrapes through at Q1. I bet there's going to be a big sigh of relief there for him at the expense of Padge, but if you'd like to run down through the order, if you do so kindly.
Absolutely. We got Willow first, DeflatedWee second. Ethan on his return from illness. Again, I think he was back a few weeks ago, but that's P3. John P4, Cod P5, Tuomas P6, IF P7, Killia P8, Jakob P9, Snipes P10, Prev P11, Pound P12, Tommy P13, Ada P14, Rothwell P15, and Padge unfortunately eliminated as well as Deton and Shivers, who did not set a lap time.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Go through to Q2, see the weather.
Yes, as if people are just joining the chat now and just joining the stream, there was a threat of rain. So ooh, yeah, it is a bit dark, isn't it? It is a bit dark.
Is it one of those sections where it rains a bit later on, everyone just rushes out to do a lap?
Oh, it's gonna be one of those. From past experience, I don't honestly think Spa's that nice to drive here in the wet. It's like an ice skating ring. So yeah, that'll be a real test to the drivers.
Yeah, I mean, if a driver would like to share with us the weather, that'll be most welcome. In the meantime, until drivers go out and start setting their laps, I guess we can discuss that Tuomas is in the exclusive club of 100% point streak. As yeah, it is going to rain later on, so drivers rushing
Right.
out. But yeah, exclusive club, I think, alongside only David, as far as I can recall.
I think
3 races, 3-point finishes.
I think
David,
every man
33
and
and
his
3.
I think every
33.
man and his dog went out then. Yep, every single car is now
Oh
leaving the
my god.
pits.
Got some racing between Sauber and Haas here. Oh wow. Go on board with who's that first? Cod Camper?
Yeah, Cod Camper is leading leading the 15 car train. He'd be happy to get that clean track. Yeah, he'd be happy about that. I can tell you that because dirty air on this track, not nice, not fun. Apart from a toe,
Yeah.
that's about
Just
it.
yeah, absolutely. And just to reference what Nico said, I think it really in this situation pays to be in the Sauber, equal form in Sauber, is they get the last pit box, so can
Yeah,
help
that's
them
a
get
good
out that
shout.
bit earlier. Well done, Nico. Good shout.
We'll do this for this first run of quali. I'll stay on with COD for the minute, but if anyone in the chat would like to stay on as they are all together, if anyone does want to stay on with any of the drivers, please say now, because I could do that, because else I'd be flicking through like this and it'll be an absolute nightmare. So if anyone does want to stay on... Willow? Not a problem.
I selected JONNYB.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Willow.
racing. Yeah, let's go on board. Would you like the onboard or would you like the broadcast?
As I'll reference my discussion point a bit later, because I think the rain is a looming threat. Oh, want to see
right.
Flick on board.
Oh, right. Okay, so you want to see the disgusting side of things. Oh, and it has actually started to rain. Right. Okay. I wonder how the rain... I wonder how the flick is affected by the rain then. Is it still a thing? Oh, that's disgusting to watch. It's a talent, but it is disgusting to watch.
I mean, I can't criticize it myself because I've done it before and I probably will do it. It's just the kind of thing like don't hate the player, hate the game. Well, until the game, EA patch it, then it works. kind of thing. Really.
Nico saying in the chat, apparently it works a hell of a lot better in the rain. So
I'll take that as fact from Nico because he's very good in the rain.
yeah, he's unbelievably consistent in the rain.
Yeah, sliding is faster in the rain because the way the rain works in this game, it rewards you for going over the limit because you can catch little slides so easily.
Yeah, it rewards you with very little punishment. So it's like there's no added tyre wear, there's nothing like that. Willow gets his battery pretty much perfect in the line, but is still just a little bit behind John. So fantastic lap there from the two of them at the top, pretty much crossing the line together. And Cod Camper and DeflatedWee, not much separating those two either. So these potentially could be the only runs that we'll see in Q2 as the rain is starting. So provided no one did, yeah, so everyone set a lap. I wouldn't be shocked to see everyone come back into the pits and either retire.
I think at least the top 7 will retire.
Yeah,
Top
because
6.
there's no point wasting tyres at this point. Even if it is if it's a wet start, there's no point wasting tyres, is there? Because you're going to need the tyres, aren't you? So who do we stay on with for a minute? We've seen Willow.
Do we go on board with actually, I'm saying that I can go on board myself. Suppose
well, everyone's on their end lap, aren't they? So no one's on the push lap. There's a big bunch of cars here in the middle sector.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Well, Killian's staying out the way. So Killian's
showing the bumps.
Yeah, so Killian wisely staying out the way there because I mean, there's no point. You don't know at this point who's on the lap, who isn't.
He's on no fuel. Killian's no fuel.
Yes, that might have something to do with it.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to reveal that on stream. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you can hear it. You can hear it, and you can see it.
Yeah, because it's a yellow flag wherever he goes.
Yeah, so it's. I think Cod Camper or his teammate is suffering from the same thing. So, yeah, it's his teammate.
Killian, he's got a GP2 engine. It seems he's got that beautiful Haas livery.
And so's Ethan. So all of these little clusters all in the back, they're all suffering from the same thing.
Draining his battery is a form of power.
As we got Rothro in the mix here. Is he gonna go for a dive to turn 1? No, he backs out. It's a shame. They're all running no fuel at this point, so it's just a race back to the pits. Oh, use a wall to turn there.
So it's unfortunate for Rothwell. He's currently out. He's out now. Burned out Q2 by 1/10. So
I mean,
it's unfortunate.
As Prev has gone for a double run, now that's interesting because it's going to be like driving on ice, staying out on the slicks. So unless he thinks he's got more time or didn't set a particularly decent time, that's a gamble. It's a gamble because you could write your car off at the same time.
If it works, it works, and I'll commend him for it. It's the type of daring things Red Bull would be proud of.
Let's see how he goes. Yeah, he's getting all out of shape there, coming into the S's. Yeah, this is another tricky braking where you got sort of trail brake and turn, and it's like
he's seconds off his time, I think. 3 seconds off.
I mean, he's going to see that, so it's up to him what he decides to do. He might have enough fuel to go again, but it is still raining. I don't know if he's going to... Yeah, he's gone deep on that corner as well. Yeah, I thought so. So he'll more than likely accept fate, which I think he has. He will probably accept fate and call it there, I would have said. Yeah, as everyone pretty much retires.
That's all she wrote for Q2.
Oh, apart from COD.
Oh. think he might just be doing practice, but
Depends. I mean, if it was me, I think I'd save it. Yeah, COD also retires, so Trev will probably retire as soon as he gets that car back in there. And you might as well get it moving, don't you? It's a full qualifying, and Spa's a long track, and they've got a long race ahead of them. So
yeah. I mean, in the meantime, I guess while we're talking about Cog Gambit, it's his 150th career race in IIRL. In that time, he's won the Season 8 Assist Tier Championship and the Season 9 Realistic Tier Championship, and he's been competing a lot at the front here in IIRL.
So the people who went out on their early laps were the only people to set the times quick enough to get through to Q3. If you'd like to run down through the order.
Exactly 20 seconds. P1, John, Willow, Codcamp, we, Tuomas, Jakob, Ethan, Killian, Snipes, Aya, Eliminated, Rothwell, Prev, Power, Aiden, and Tommy.
Very clean. I like that with 7 seconds left to go.
Not 0 like last time.
No, so yeah, as expected, if the rain was coming, it was good to get out early. Cod Camper doing the right thing there, pretty much pressing A as soon as the screen loaded. Getting out on track first, set a time, get back into the pits, retire. Not much point wasting the softs. And it is wet for Q3. Whoa. Now this is going to be interesting. That guy stood underneath Jakob's name. He wears a coat in the sun. He wears a coat when it's raining, but he never puts his hood up. That's something everyone might want to address. Just saying. As that's now out there, let's get the tyres, telemetry. All track's already on. Got a couple cars already out on track. I'd imagine they'll probably want to put a bit of extra fuel in and just consistently kept setting laps until probably the end, and then they'll chuck on a new set. Minimum fuel, go for it. As John is first out on track. How horrible is it? Oh, no, John's not first out on track. Sorry. God, Camper is. Ooh. All your braking points have changed. All your turning in points have changed. All your traction control... Well, traction zones have changed. Yeah, they are now officially driving on a completely different track. Nice.
Yeah, it's completely different. Rain soaked. Are we aware if it's going to dry up, or will it be like this the whole session? Johnny?
Hello. Sorry about that. I just quickly had to blow my nose. Yeah, as they slither their way up to the line, it'd be interesting to see what they do, because they'll probably want to have enough fuel to do at least 2 laps. And then, well, are they gonna have enough time? That's the other thing you got to balance, haven't you? You gotta balance your time with getting back into the pits and potentially going back in to do another run. So, yeah, this is actually quite a tricky one. It being such a long out lap. He gets his brake in pretty spot on, knocks it down to none. He'll want to wait now until he puts battery on. There you go. Get that traction in. Leaves it on none. So this is so when the rain comes down, you're using different tactic completely now. So they'll want to use more battery and leave it in none through the corners. So yeah, it's not quite as easy as just bolt on some inters and go for it. See how John's doing. He's left his on medium, so he's got a little bit. Oh, he nearly gets beached on that curb. as he tries to get the power down, just rear complaining a little bit there.
Absolutely. But he's doing well, John, so far in this session, consistently alongside many of our no assist front runners, getting through to Q3 here. And he has the most wins at 59 and win today, would net him his 60th career win.
It's just disgusting
And he
behaviour.
has the second most amount of podiums at 109. So a podium today would give him his 110th.
It's just disgusting behaviour in it to be that successful.
I'm presuming you will be later on, JONNYB. You're as well as a former champion yourself.
I'm a consistent point scorer. We can leave it at that. But that's the podium. Podium. Yeah, I was lucky with that though. I was on the alternate strategy. I was just lucky to keep up, as they are four-wheel drifting through pretty much every corner. Yes, I am, Nico. Oh, no, he's not replying to me.
Odd camper with the fastest time of 56.2. John 56.6. So yeah, the conditions looking very tough out here as Willow goes the 55.9.
Oh, wow. Dearie dear.
Just want to see the action of how he's driving through this corner.
Take a bow, Willow. Take a bow. That's some lap. As Ethan clearly wasn't happy with his start of the lap. Killian on a 58. Whether he few times coming in now as a 58. So as we splits the two, splits the Haas and the Williams. So So this is the thing. Do you think right now new Inters are going to be quicker with less fuel, or do you think these 1 lap old Inters with the fuel they've got remaining are going to be better than trying to warm up a new set?
I would say stick with the same set of Inters. Unlike in the dry, the tyre difference actually won't be that big. Although the in-game delta isn't much to go off by, it will be so small difference generally between the tyres is not worth it. In terms of the less fuel, yeah, I mean, the less fuel you run, then naturally you're going to have a better pace advantage. Your car is lighter, so I think it is better to stay on these tyres and have that lower fuel.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm not going to say too much, but I do think Willow is doing what I would do. So personally, I would just stay out. If it was me, I would just stay out and just use what remaining fuel you got and just try get another lap in that may be quicker. You never know. In the wet, you can't always predict it. Track changes all the time. Your tyres feel a lot better, as Willow is going again. So my prediction being right at the moment. And there is that line starting to appear, even though the rain is. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Full 180. That was amazing.
So that was nearly a reverse entry into turn 1 and still managed to make the apex and still managed to get the exit.
Willow, we have one of our drivers called the Song God. We have to call Willow the Flick God.
That is some disgusting behaviour we are watching on stream right now. So yeah, props to Willow. Props to Willow. How was that track? How was that in track limits? Ah, this game. Ref, have a word.
That is crazy. I'm tempted to clip that.
He does seem to know what he's doing. So, as he keeps it all nice and controlled, coming down to Podium, is he going to be yeah, there's going to be a lift. It is very wet. I've been watching his driving. I haven't actually been watching the splits, so I don't actually know if he's up or not at this moment in time. As Nico says, is it okay if you could clip it?
Yeah, I'm going to clip my perspective as well as his as well in the meantime.
Let's see, as he comes up to the end of Sector 2. Let's see if he's up on his split. He's down. Right, okay. He is down, but then he's turned his battery off. Okay, so there's clearly something on that lap that he wasn't happy with. It's all right. We've got a few other cars out on track. We've got a Red Bull. And I've lost Red Bull. Oh, of Aya. We have a Williams of John at the moment coming up to the line to... over the line, sorry. He's on an outlet at the moment.
Oh my! Oh,
Is he doing it again?
He's flicked too hard. He hit the inside wall at turn 1. He flicked
Oh.
that hard.
Oh dear.
I might clip that one as well.
He might want to see that. So DeflatedWee
Invent the word over flicking.
So DeflatedWee has gone back
Anyways.
into the pit. So he potentially might not have time to go again if he can get his car in and out. But then he's going to be ran in traffic. So
Bear with me, sorry, Johnny. I've got some audio issues. I'll just fix it in a moment.
yeah, no worries, no worries. Don't worry, Tacit. I'll hold the fort. As we got Ethan, who is yet to set a time. That's one way of starting the lap, I suppose. Go completely off track. As he gets the fronts locked as well, just out on the out lap. So it's going to be... right. Okay. We haven't got Ethan. Who have we got? So Willow, I believe, will be coming... I think he'll be coming in this lap now. I mean, he's done... This is his third lap on these tyres. Oh, no, he is coming. So, okay, so he is on a lap at this moment in time. So he's going to continue this lap up to the line. Oh, yes, and he keeps it in track limits. As he slows the car down with both front tyres locking up. Somehow keeps it in track limits and goes into the pit. And that's ruined my method there. So John is on a lap, so we can stay with John for a minute. Has John got a response to Cod Camper's brilliant P2 or a response to Willow?
Right, I've got those audio issues fixed there, Johnny. Sorry for butting in.
That's all right. As one of the kicks Albers gets nicely out of the way there, doesn't want to give his rival a toe. And proceeds to go deep himself as Willow retires. Well, he wouldn't have had enough time to come back out anyway. So John continuing on his lap now. So he flicks it back down to none. A little bit more control.
Did you just say the flick word?
No.
No.
As he slides it beautifully through that I can't remember. This has got no name, hasn't it? That corner.
Yeah, I think it's actually called No
Name. Yeah, as he glides it through Podium. And he might want to get back onto the battery. Just a quick burst of battery there. Keeps it under control through the fastest. Squirts gently on the power, trying not to spin up the rears. Another tricky braking zone. As soon as you keep it in track limits, pretty much back on the power. Be brave through this corner, which he was.
Oh,
he was very brave. Keeps it in track limits.
What? Oh, wow.
I think it might be because he lifted off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I dare say if he was anywhere near his time, I don't think he's going to be anywhere near his time now. Is he going to finish? Yeah, he will do, yeah. Tries to get the traction drag. As you can see how slippery it is now on these inters. Nice. I like it. Good finisher. So that leaves Cod Camper on a lap at the moment as his teammate wasn't able to make the line. Might be a little bit frustrated with that. So Cod Camper on a lap at the moment. Who have we got? Killian's just in front of him. That beautiful livery of the Haas. I do like that livery. That was a good choice Haas did there.
There wasn't many good ones. Is that the Japanese Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Because I've got the American one. I didn't do the Japanese challenge, that one, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, I've got the American one. I didn't do the Japanese one. It is nice. You wouldn't think red and pink goes together, but it does somehow. because he's got quad
Surely.
camper. Go
Oh,
on.
apologise.
No, go on.
I was going to say, thank you. Surely it would be quicker though. At this point, we've got that dry line as well, or is it just because of the amount of rainfall we've
It's
had?
Yeah, so it's just simply where they're clearing water. So the rainfall hasn't actually changed. It's just where they're clearing water from the line. That's all it is. It's still just as slippery. As you can see, him pretty much full-wheel drifting all the way through. As Killian struggles to get the car slowed down. He keeps it under control. If he could get the traction down here, he's probably on for a really good result here. And it shoots him
Pole
pole
position.
position.
Oh, he's going to be butthurt by
And
that one. Cod
and
Camper
Cod
takes it
Camper
by the
just
death.
steals it. Well done, guys. Well done.
Look, it's saying Killian's third on the screen. What happened?
I'm not overly sure why it would say he's
Oh,
third.
DeflatedWee must have crossed
DeflatedWee,
the
yeah,
finish
he
line.
did. So that yeah,
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Tacit, you were right. The track was either drying, or there was a dry line starting to appear.
Yeah. As Cod Camper takes another pole position, joining to him on the front row DeflatedWee. Then Killian unlucky to miss out on pole. Willow misses out. Then we got Jakob, John P6, Aya to almost Snipes, and Ethan, who didn't set a time. Interesting to see John and P6, and honestly, I feel Killian was unlucky to miss out on pole position there.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think my jaw would have gone to the floor because that
yeah,
would be his best
he
ever
would have been.
start.
It would have
by
been,
even voice
yes.
margin.
I think so. In no assist so far, is this his best start? Is someone correct?
It is.
It
He's been
is.
getting
So
P4s and P5s, although at Brazil he had an unlucky race. But apart from that, he's been getting top 5 every time. So he's been quite consistent since he stepped up from this tier. The reigning champion.
yeah, he would have liked to have made the no assist. How can I say it? Progression. He would have liked to have made that. That may have been a bit gutting for him, but I think he would just be very happy to be on the second row. So yeah, as we do have a quick 5-minute break at the moment, as I'm gonna quickly have a quick break. Hold on 1 second. I will leave you guys in the hands of Tacit.
Yeah, all good, all good. It's going to be interesting, I think, though, to see where Killian can start. I think this is his best start ever in no assist. So it's going to be interesting to see where he has, especially since he's going to hopefully bounce back from that unfortunate finish he had in Brazil as well. Just checking through his results so far in no assist. Round 1 in Kota, he got P6. Oh, so I apologise on that one. That was incorrect from what I thought before. Round 2, he got P4 in both features so far. At Monza, he got P5 in the sprint and P6 in the feature. And in Brazil, I think he unfortunately finished down in P12. So he's had an interesting form so far, but
He has been a little bit unlucky on a couple races though. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
He has been a little bit unlucky on a couple races though. Like, just either his strategy letting him down or safety cars. He does have a horrible habit with safety cars, as I won at his expense at Australia. So
oh yeah.
yeah, so he does have a little bit of bad luck. So yeah.
Yeah. Looking to the chat though, Willow saying track felt worse, so I gambled, just didn't pay off. Yeah, we'll have to see there, as a championship leader will be looking to extend that 11-point gap.
The strat here on previous games has always been a bit of a mixed strategy here. I haven't done a race since the start of this game on this track, so it probably has changed now. As I found out on Sunday that the hards are not an awfully brilliant tyre to start on. If you can make them work, then fantastic. But yeah,
Yeah,
for
and
me, firing them up in the first like lap or so is quite tricky. Plus, there's not really at the first and second sector. There's not really anywhere here that you can warm them up immediately. You know, you'd want a consistent stream of corners to just warm up the hards immediately. So I'd imagine the basic strat will probably be a medium hard.
yeah, I mean, Willow's saying that it's going to rain at a later stage of the race. And Nico, I'm presuming that this little conversation is making me laugh a bit, saying Willow should have the confidence to start soft, I think, something along the lines of that. But depends when in the race is going to rain.
So
If
if I remember rightly, and someone please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember rightly, Spa weirdly did used to be that strategy. It used to be very similar to what Silverstone was, so it was a soft medium strategy. But I can't remember if it was on this game or 24.
Probably 24, because 24 had
Yeah,
the most default strategies around. It was pretty much medium hard at most
yeah.
tracks, or like soft medium.
We could do like 3 laps on mediums and then run the rest of the race on hards.
Yeah, I
As,
mean at this track, sorry, at least.
no, that was it. No, that was it.
Oh,
Yeah.
at this track, in the practice lobby yesterday, I had 43% of my mediums after 7, 8 laps,
Mm, I
which I
know. I
don't know if it's
know.
good or bad, but I think you probably
Yeah.
can't go any longer than lap 10.
So
The formation lap begins.
as they start the formation lap, COD tows them away from the line. Also, we are just glossing over a little bit. Sorry, we'll give this man a little bit of credit. Your pole sitter managed to gap DeflatedWee by 4.5 tenths.
Wow.
So we sort of swept that under the rug.
Really
So,
did.
you know, and from what he was saying in the practice lobby, is that I don't think he actually done an awful lot of practice for this track. As he says that is a bit of his how can I put it? Good luck charm. Is that the way to put it?
Something like that, I'd say.
Yeah, he said like the last time I think he said that he won was when he did no practice. So I mean, at this moment in time, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I have a bad habit of cursing people. So I
I
am
think
not
we've
saying
cursed
a
2
word.
people already.
Yeah, so I'm not saying a word. We'll just hope he has a good race. It's DeflatedWee.
Oh, Johnny, no battery. No battery.
Oh
Nico
yeah,
remind you. Sorry
yeah.
to butt in there.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
I don't think you can show that thing in the top right either, but I'm not sure. I'll just check for you.
Sector times. No, you're right. I think I can't. There you go.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Oh no, no.
Oh,
no,
you
we
can.
There we go.
I
No,
apologise.
there we are. There we go.
We always forget 1 or 2 things. Yeah, tyres is interesting.
Yeah, so it's actually a few mixed. DeflatedWee thinking, yeah, as he's weaving aggressively just to try and get some temperature into those hards. Yeah, so that's what they're going to want to do. Or maybe the medium runner's hoping on an early safety car. Maybe. This was a beautiful slide from Killian. Look at the way COD Camper's pointing his car.
Oh my god.
As he wants to eliminate the threat straight away. I mean, he's going to get the better launch.
Will you be doing amazing commentary for the race start, Johnny B?
I can do so. So we got
Go on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. The big hold, and they are off. They are away. As COD Camper does get a decent start as he barrels across the front of DeflatedWee, throwing it into turn 1. It seems to me everyone's left a load of room there. Everyone's through nicely through turn 1. Willow's already made a space on Killian. So COD Camper wanting to get a bit of a move on there. So as they all hurtle themselves down the straight, gets out the way immediately for DeflatedWee. That is music. Oh, as they battle it through. Willow's looked for an opening. He's made that opening. Is he going to make that stick? As he gets beached a little bit. So Wee has managed to keep that position, which is exactly what he would want to do. Definitely starting on those hards. Let's see.
Oh, incident further back with Tommy.
Yeah. Got Tommy who's spun round and missing an end plate. So that will be something to look at.
Also to highlight in the meantime, there was some great fighting. I think we saw Snipes unfortunately get put onto the grabber, but a lot of close fighting through Lake Arm at the end of that kind of straight.
So John already making up a place. So he's already made it past Jakob. Killian is at the moment he's there within yeah. So he's gonna want those hards to fire up a lot quicker. I just hope he hasn't done what I did on Sunday. Starting on the hards and then it not making any difference whatsoever because of the pace. So DeflatedWee is already out of DRS to Cod Camper. So Cod Camper pushing straight out the box here. He's already broke that, which is huge. Huge for him, being how long the back straight is. So he's going to want to get fantastic traction out of this corner here. Potentially use whatever battery he's got just to keep that gap as big as possible, because Willow is now going to fly past Wee and he's going to be bringing John with him, as he's done that even before the line. Look, he's already stuck it out before the line. So DeflatedWee's going to want to keep it. Whoa, he cuts across the front, as he's going to want to. Yeah, I thought so. That's the power of DRS and not having it. Is it? Few places.
Oh, as Killian has been
Killian's,
and he's in the barrier, and that's
he's out.
For Killian as well as Prev. And that's going to be a safety car on lap 2. A very unfortunate incident. I think I did catch that actually.
Yeah,
I was spectating Ethan. I'm gonna just clip that.
That is gutting. Absolutely
Killian, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, that goes out. That goes out. Yeah, that's
horrible.
That sucks.
That's horrible. I think I did manage to get a good view of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I can use that if it's needed.
Killian, he will get a break. He will get a break.
He had a good start in the grid as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can. I don't know. He had a great grid start, and it's just an unfortunate incident between him and Prev. I think there's not much else to say now. Just see what the stewards say.
Yeah. See what happens. See what the stewards say. I mean, I know he's gonna be kicking himself. Well, not so much himself. He's just gonna be fuming. So
we'll
see what happens.
I keep butting in. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, Killian. Hard luck, man. That sucks.
Hard luck.
That sucks. But
is that like a?
You can join us now.
Glued issue? It's happened before. I DNF'd at Hungary last season and went into the competition. It is possible if you want to join us.
He can join us in the chat, can't he? He can join us in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he'll be very happy to be talking. So
yeah, fair enough.
So he can join us in the chat.
Yeah.
As the medium runners, surprisingly,
Killian, that'll be reviewed by the stewards. I don't think there's nothing else I can really comment on now. I don't know what Johnny can say, but there's nothing to say. I did catch that, and I got a good clip of it as well. So
we can leave that to the stewards for the minute. I mean, yeah, for the minute we can leave that. We'll focus on what's going on track for the moment.
Report it will be locked out immediately after this.
Yeah, it will do. It's just your luck will change. Keep your head up, bud. As the medium runners have decided to stay out. I mean, it being so early on that the safety cars come out.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say Willow box. Well done. Good spot, Nico. But this does benefit the medium runners. It kind of allows them to run at a slower pace, preserve their tyres.
Yeah, for a little bit longer. So if this rain is going to be coming in, we don't know what lap. So if this rain is going to be coming in, it does benefit the medium runners, but the hard runners would have wanted to get on with it. So they would have wanted to either make up a few positions as... Let's have a look at the positions, actually. Shall we? So
Yeah, let's have a look.
So Ethan up 6 places. Powen up 8. So
That
yeah,
is
those
impressive.
that's very impressive. So those are the two biggest. Oh no, Captain Aiden's up 7. And a few
Killian,
people
that's
back.
perfectly understandable after that incident. Sorry, what were you saying?
So we got our stoppers at the moment. So we got Prev. Obviously, he would have gone for that wing change. Jakob, Thomas. I'm just going to call him Thomas, and Willow have gone for that. So they've got their pit stop out the way. The bonus is, if the rain comes in, they've already done their stop. If the rain comes in, they've got the option now to either pit again early to go onto the Inters and potentially... What is the undercut big here? I believe the undercut is...
I can probably say the overcut isn't... it's an option, but it isn't the option purely because the mediums can't... There's no point extending on them.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
if this is a fully dry race, and the hards don't wear that much, especially if you use 10 spikes driving style. So it should... you don't gain as much in overcutting. The undercutting, I don't know, because the hards can do... I think Marlboro said this the other day. Round half the race distance.
Yeah, so that's huge. The tricky bit that they've got now with those hard runners is keeping temperature in them, because being stuck behind the safety car absolutely sucks. Being on hards, I know this from experience. It is not pleasant to keep any temperature in them. So I wish there was an option on it. You could go onto the safety car. That'd be nice.
I think it would be even cooler though if somebody could drive the safety car. That would be funny. That'd be an interesting... It's a good idea.
I'll do it as a safety car driver. I'll do it on controller so everyone...
They added supercars a few years ago, in 1922, so they could make you control the safety car, or even the medical car as well.
Did anyone actually understand why they had that in the game? I mean,
I
anyone that would have bought Formula 1 would have gone, oh, look, by the way...
They didn't even handle that well either.
Yeah. Oh, look, by the way, you can drive the safety car. Like, you bought the game to drive an F1 car.
That would be so cool. Like, in a league race situation, if you could drive the safety car, speaking of it, it's going in this lap.
As it comes in...
Was the medical car.
As it comes in this lap. So Wee's going to start probably weaving quite aggressively now, just to get temperature into him.
Weaving? Sorry, I apologize.
Weaving. Look at this, look. They were almost in sync then. Now they are.
Yeah, is it? No overtaking to the line as well, as Cod Camper will aim to go very soon.
Him being on mediums, he can pretty much put the power down whenever he wants. So he will more than likely back everyone up into DeflatedWee and hope that he can just leave it between him and John on this restart. So then he's only got one car to worry about. So he's going to leave it probably as late as possible. John has already...
Ooh,
and
he's a bit of a space crutch.
That
was a slightly interesting restart there from Cod Camper.
The thing is, though, John couldn't have done anything there. He couldn't have accelerated. He would have taken his front wing clean off. So he couldn't have done anything there. It's just John
that
was
might
on
get reviewed by the stewards.
Well, yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that one as well.
Sort of an El Rey Gory restart.
It was.
Great series. Don't know who that is.
So John was on the tighter line coming into that bus stop. But Cod did also cut across. So as he's already out of DRS at the moment, DeflatedWee's going to be battling just to get some temperature back into those tyres. The minute they do, he'll be... I think it'll be very close on race pace between the two. Mediums and hards anyway. He's going to want to stick or glue to the back of John's car. Cod Camper he does have some pace here. Just oh, that might have been a warning. Because Willow has already made a place. So, made a place into Puon. Brave. And his teammate gets out of the way for him. Oh, lovely. This is going his way. So, next car up the road will be Aya.
It's going to be interesting, though. I think, yeah, Willow Box runners at harder mediums. So, he's going to be able to carve through the field quite a lot here. So,
He is.
How long do you think he is
Oh.
racing parts?
Okay, well, I think there might have been a technical issue there with Powen. As I did notice then, he was just stuck in 6th gear. As the broadcast just went on to his car. It just sounded like he couldn't even change gear. So he's lost a bunch of places there by potentially a... I'm going to say, it looked and sounded like a technical issue. Oh, he'd be gutted. Yeah, he lost a bunch of places there. As Ethan's looking up. He's looking to make the move early on DeflatedWee. Ethan now up to P3. He has now got just under a 2-second gap to catch up to the back of John. John sticking with Cod Camper. Actually, I've just noticed he's got back into DRS and some.
Oh, as we have an incident in Sector 1.
Oh, and that is Rothwell.
Yes, really unfortunate for Rothwell there. But Ethan, he could secure yet another podium in the league. Just checking specifically, this would be his 4th podium and 31st point finish.
Hello, Steely. Come
Hello,
and join
Steely.
the fun. There is apparently rain on its way, so that means you've joined at the right time. It's going to get interested. So there seems to be a bit of a gap. So Willow has carved through this field fairly quickly. So safety car came in at the end of lap 3. So start of 4. So yeah, he's carved through the field fairly quickly. Which is exactly what and it's not a huge gap either between him and DeflatedWee, so he's going to want to get a wriggle on between all these guys. And being on the slightly fresher tyres, he shouldn't have lost too much time.
The ceiling saying, how are we all? But I'm doing well, as I've said in the chat, but I think what I'm doing better is watching this amazing action up front. Dare I say a decent transition, but yeah, DRS swapping here between the front two is Ethan has not been able to get into the DRS yet. The gap's still sitting at 1.6 seconds.
It's left him very vulnerable to DeflatedWee, which I'd imagine around now, little lock up there, but I'd imagine around now, these hard tyres will probably feel a hell of a lot better than those mediums. So they're just saving a little bit of battery as they all pile on through Puon. It is nice seeing that on the map, and it is... Do you remember those old toys that you used to flick the beads round like a certain patterned like wire that was on a board? Do you remember? As a kid?
Yeah. Wait, what specifically?
I've forgotten what those... They was like old kids' toys. You used to be able to... You have beads on a wire, on a board, and you used to be able to push the beads around a pattern. Yeah, like a toy abacus. Exactly like that, Killian. Yeah. That was like watching all the cars then on the map. It was like watching that. Look, if you look at them on the map, it looks like that. Reminds me of the toys. Anyway, back to the racing as Willow sets the fastest lap.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Yes, like you used to get at the doctors. Exactly like that. Yeah, it's okay.
So
I'm not
Powen has retired in the pit lane.
Interesting that Powen has retired. So I wonder if there was a technical issue that he did have that we happened to catch on stream. So I could have been right. Willow has really made this safety car work in his favour, like, massively. DeflatedWee has retaken that position, probably to cover off and keep a car between him and Willow. As he will now want to start to close up that gap, as he is... I'd like to say the crossover point is around now, as he will want to close up that gap as much as possible, which he is doing on the two front runners. So for Willow, he's going to want to dispatch Ethan fairly quickly. It's DeflatedWee.
The Powin, I think, saying I broke my steering wheel. Sometimes I just can't shift.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for him. For
So
you,
this
I should say.
is exactly what I said on stream. It even looked like it on stream. Yeah, that's hard luck, man. So I guess I just read back through the chat. Yes, Steely, I am showing my age. I may look young, but I'm actually... Oh, as DeflatedWee has actually managed to get that gap down. So that goes to show he is either burning battery or he is now officially on the faster tyres. Ethan has now decided to pick up the pace as well. He did get DRS, so that's interesting. So we did manage to keep himself comfortable there, which has saved him another lap, hopefully. Ethan's going to want to keep Willow behind him, as Willow does go for the move. He's going to want to tuck back in behind that Mercedes there. As he goes to the inside for Podium, backs out of it.
He'll probably want to get Ethan soon, though, as the DRS gap is not there anymore. Ethan just over a second around it. Rothwell gets it. Oh.
Yeah, that's all right. We're just picking up at the same time, aren't we? As Rothwell does end up with... He was very unlucky at the start, at the restart, losing his front wing. So that's hence why he is so far out back. He had to change his wing. Shivers. Let's have a look at let's have a quick gander, shall we? Nope,
yeah. They've got a lot of front runners boxing for new tyres, as Willow's undercut has actually made a significant difference. Although DeflatedWee still leading him on 1.5 seconds, Willow will be itching to get into that DRS gap as soon as possible.
As John and Cod Camper are now in the pits, they've decided to go onto the hards now. So what does Willow do now? Well, we yet again, I keep saying it, we don't know when the rain's going to hit, if it's going to hit. So what does Willow do now? Does he now just try catch up to DeflatedWee, regain the lead, and stay out as long as possible with Wee? Or does he back off a bit? No, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting from Willow, having pitted under the safety car.
Yeah. I think if I was Willow, I'd try and get into DeflatedWee's DRS and save tyres, and make sure just to stay in that gap, because unless he wants to box again, it will ensure him against any advanced tyre wear that you'd get later on for that rain. As Captain Aiden did get a 3-second penalty as well.
Yes, as our closest battle on track at the moment is between these two, the Red Bull and the Kick. As Io is just comfortably sat, his teammate of Prev just sat comfortably behind the Haas there. So yeah, at the moment, closest battle between these two. John's already made a place. And he does go for it before the bus stop. That's interesting. But then he is on the hard tyres, so he's going to want to get a rig along, get up the field as far as possible. Just see how far he goes. As Willow does pit, right, okay.
Yeah, Killian was saying he'll take his mediums like 13, 14. Rain will be touch and go will happen in the last few laps because of the safety car. So it may not actually be wet enough for the inters.
Right,
Covering up
okay.
the front runners, yeah.
It's not a... Yeah, that's not a bad shout, considering that they are basically now all on the same straight, so... It's not actually a bad shout. Wise old fox, Willow, isn't he? It's Prev...
Experienced league racer.
Yeah, very much so. As Prev and Rothwell are now the only two medium runners in this race. Everyone now on the hards.
Apart from aiding through the front, Prev, and then we got Rothwell in 16th on those mediums as well. Killian saying it's smart as well as going to have 1 lap fresher tyres, which would make a big difference here. I'd estimate, depending on tyre wear, it's a couple tenths a lap. I mean, the hards around here wear at 5% a lap. So he'll have, on average, 5% a lap better tyres. I don't know what in time that means, but it should be a couple tenths.
It is. I'd imagine it's quite big because the lap here is so long. It's quite a large margin.
Oh, hards can do full race distance.
Yeah, there you go. As DeflatedWee has now got a little bit of room to breathe. Not a huge amount, but he has got a little bit of room to breathe to the gap of Aya. Aya's got no room to breathe at all as he has a Haas breathing down his neck. But I do honestly think, I think that Haas is just want to, he's just going to want to sit behind. He might say that, he might not. He'll want to get some cool air going into that car at some point. Whether he pulls out to the side.
Yeah, we've got Tuomas who's catching as well, following with him Prev. On slightly nearer tyres, so they'll be catching soon. Is John and Cod Camper fighting as well? I think they're just passing Jakob as a low should be catching soon.
As we're flicking on through, we got a yellow in the bus stop chicane. I hope that isn't so.
Retiring or boxing?
No, he's carrying on. Hopefully, hopefully it was just a little spin. He didn't make contact with anything. Hopefully. Oh, that looked beautiful. I didn't see the overtake, but that did look beautiful. Fair bit of dirt on these cars, isn't there? As he's still missing the front end plate. I think that's still contact from lap 1. Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense as he's not pitted yet. So, yeah. He's been struggling along. And Shivers. There's quite a few gaps starting to form now. Safety car mixing it all up. Don't want to be on that screen. And what on earth is going on here? Cars everywhere.
Very close at the front now, that DRS train from, I think, is it 2nd to 9th?
Yeah,
just about.
Yeah, but they all seem to be... Yeah, I was going to say, they all seem to be in, like, little separate groups. So you got the front two... Oh, sorry, you got 2nd and 3rd. Higher in Folk Masters. You got these two. And then you got the kick just hanging on, which is what he's exactly going to want to do. And then you got Cod Camper. I'd imagine if Cod gets anywhere near his teammate, I'd imagine he's going to want to let him through, being on the faster, fresher tyres. And then you got these group. And then you got Prev and Willow.
Yeah, Prev's just had an incident, so he's going a bit slow. I think he's also sitting in non, as well as just going very slow. I think, I'm not sure. I'm saying things I shouldn't say, but yeah, I think actually you can see it from his light. He's recharging.
Yeah, you can. Which is all the while Prev is doing that is allowing Jakob to catch back up, and it's also allowing Ethan to sneak in. So, tactic games going on already, as they're all basically holding on.
I think Willow's lost about 1 second just been being behind Prev, but I think he'll catch at some point.
that might be helping out his teammate. Because the longer Willow is behind, by the time these guys decide to pit, and that looked good, as the Haas does make it past the kick. Oh, no, sorry. It looked like he did. No, he didn't. So these two a little bit closer than probably P3 would have liked. DeflatedWee is extending that gap now. So bearing in mind Aya hasn't actually got, at this moment in time, anyone to battle. He's just keeping enough gap between the people with DRS. Because they do make... Yeah, DRS is so powerful here. This Cold Camper makes... He slides into that gap. Lovely there. And he does. There you go. See? Come on, like a wizard. Predict things before they happen. As soon as he gets up to his teammate kindly, very nicely, pulls out the way. And he can make that gap on Aya now.
What have you ever, as an instant there, I think Chiver's just going off into the gravel.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like it. And the two Astons are now grouped together, so... Yeah, there's a few cars all over the place, all over the map at the moment. But all the while this is all going on, all this is doing is helping DeflatedWee. No, get off that screen. Off that screen. Naughty, naughty Xbox.
Back to the action.
Back up to the front. So, DeflatedWee control... Aya does box, which him losing time and imagine him losing time to probably these people on the much faster tyres. What tyres does he go on to? Mediums for the minute. He's going to want to run that out until or if this rain hits. So
yeah, in the meantime as well, Jakob got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It'll be interesting to see how much, or if not, Tuomas holds up John for his teammate.
We starting on these hards is going to want to extend that gap a lot further than this. Because at the moment, he's going to need a pit. At the moment, Cod Camper has had help from his teammate. He's also potentially, well, not potentially, at the moment, he is in the net lead. There's only, pardon me, there's only 7 laps left. So,
Sorry, Killian saying karma to Jakob. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, play nice. It's there to see. P14 would have picked that up for them from the wing damage, and Jakob is
3 seconds for Jakob as well.
Yeah, but as it's gone bad to worse. And Folkmaster has ended up picking up a 3-second pen at some point. I must have missed that as well. Doing good here. And Tommy's still out, I believe. Is he? He has, alright, okay. So he has pitted, but hasn't changed the wing. Is he aware that his front wing has... So Wee's chose now, so which gives the net lead to Bob Camper. And crucially, that battling, his teammate has helped him out a lot there, as he also pits with DeflatedWee. His teammates helped him out a lot here and left John vulnerable to Willow. But what will happen now is that Willow and John will DRS swap and just try to get back into the DRS.
The Steely saying in the chat, Johnny is the new Chris Kamara.
I'm gonna say thank you only on the basis that I don't know who that is.
He's a famous football pundit. I think he's a former player, I'm not sure that, but there's a famous incident of him saying Jeff Sterling on the another TV pundit on Soccer Saturday saying something, and then he goes, "I don't know, Jeff."
Right. Well, I don't watch football, so I don't. I'm
Steely, have
sorry.
I said
I'm sorry,
something wrong?
guys. No,
Or
he's
is that
saying
to
what? Because I
Johnny?
didn't. Yeah, he's saying it to me because I don't know who that is. I don't watch football. I'm sorry.
I don't know, Jeff.
Willow has got some serious pace. Serious crushing pace. Yeah, that's. I don't know what COD Camper's answer is going to be to Willow here, unless John can wriggle his way in between the two of them.
Steely, the fact you know that exact reference is very funny. Quite cool. Give you a gold star.
Really Willow's going to eye up COD Camper here. That's a pretty inevitable move, to be honest. He isn't making it easy for him. He's going to make him go around the long way, and he also... Yeah. I didn't think he was making that very easy for Willow. Took him a very long time. Great, so all you got to do now, COD, is do that for another 5 laps. That's going to be fun. As DeflatedWee has nearly now... After the pit stop, and on fresher, faster tires, he is now caught back up to the top 3. So what a time to pit stop. Oh, ouch. Ethan, keep it in track limits.
That is really unfortunate. It's easy to get track limits here, so unfortunately Ethan B4810 backing up the warning is an unfortunate part of the race. So only 5 laps to go. The maths has gone.
Yeah, 5 laps left. 5 laps left, and DeflatedWee is now in DRS of John on faster, fresher tyres.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see though that 1 lap undercut for Willow, how he's got 6 laps and John with 7.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, he's made a lot of work look very easy. I can't describe to you how hard that is to cut through the field as fast as he did. So John's he's not going to want to give up this position easy, but DeflatedWee's going to have to get this done as fast as possible.
Just to put in Johnny between Willow and COD Camper through Rouge and Radio, and Willow getting DRS now, so he could get that position. But John looking to follow through as well up to Lake Cone, turn 7, and yeah, they both get past COD Camper.
It's COD pushing him through. Oh, that is nice, close racing. Be careful, guys. What you don't want to do is lose this to Willow. Is lose this DRS to Willow just for battling for P2. So DeflatedWee right now, being in P4, and on the faster, fresher tyres, he's going to want to get past these top 2 as fast as possible. Get away from Ethan. Yeah, that's what he's going to want to do. Willow's going to push. Willow's going to push now to keep them out of DRS. And is doing it.
Willow's already got that gap to John 1.5 seconds with 4 laps to go, almost 3 laps. A long time around Spa, but yeah, but he's definitely got that pace, Johnny.
Yeah, it's crushing pace as he goes round the outside, which returns into the inside for the bus stop chicane, and he does get that P3. Crucially, as well as DRS on John, who hasn't got DRS to Willow. So, Wee is now down the back straight, going to clear John, and see if he can offset Willow's crushing pace at this stage of the race with only 3 laps left. Is the tyre offset going to be quick enough? And has he got enough battery as they go 3 wide down the back straight? Oh!
Bit of wheel banging there, but
little bit of wheel banging.
It is close. I mean, it's getting really decided by DRS here, but also we'll see who's got the higher wings in the second sector. I mean, this really is the battle of the race so far, folks. So close, so close.
DeflatedWee is going to push like hell to get Pod Camper out of his DRS and crucially to get Willow back in it. So he's going to push like hell through all of this middle sector on nice, warm, sticky, medium tyres.
Indeed.
Willow's going to know that. Shall we have a, whilst this is going on, I'll get off that screen. Shall we have a quick look at the pens? So we got Ethan with 3 seconds, Folkmaster with 3 seconds, Jakob with 13. That would be a 3-second track limit pen and a 10-second speeding in the pits. We got Captain Aiden with a 3, Shivers with 6, Tommy Bread with a 6, and Rothwell with a 6. So Rothwell has picked up a pen since we last went on board with him. Back to the tyres. Pretty mixed still. Willow has nearly broken DRS for the minute. Rothwell having a very... He's going to get interrupted in a minute, Rothwell. As the top 4 are catching him.
Indeed. Very close though, the top 4. The DRS fight not as evident though down the Kemmel Straights.
No, as I've just noticed, the Haas and the Kick are still at it. Not the Haas and the Kick, sorry. The Kick and the Red Bull are still at it after the pit stops. So very even at this moment in time between these two. And they've pretty much got the middle section of the track to themselves. No one in front. So it is a straight fight between Aya and Thomas. Ethan in No Man's Land, which is usually where I am.
No Man's Land on the podium spots or in the wind, John.
Yeah, I'm usually in No Man's Land. Normally, I'm usually just off the pace of the top runners and usually just on my own, floating around, you know, enjoying the space, concentrating on yourself and hopefully hoping on someone else's mistakes. But these lot being on no assist they're very unlikely to make mistakes like we do. But we are all human. We do all make mistakes.
It was always possible, but in the most... Oh, we've got, I think, Rothwell just letting the front
just,
runners.
yeah, he doesn't want any part of that.
Willow
crucial.
3-second time penalty, as well as Tuomas going down the
with
past Aya.
A lap and a half
big
left.
Penalty.
With a lap and a half left on 10 lap old tyres, he's going to be kicking himself, Willow
Actually,
is.
would that be P3? I'll just get to leader. Yeah, that'll be P3 at the moment. Willow.
So
Biblical commentator curse.
So at the so he will get P2. So,
unbelievable, Jeff. Johnny, did you get that one?
Unbelievable, Jeff. No, sorry, no, I didn't. If there's a football
who was that? Was
no.
that me or you?
No, that was me.
Oh, oh no.
No, that was you.
But,
no,
guys,
that was you.
Oh, I apologise. Well, I'm going to say a football reference. Can't go on like this.
So, right now, that is the penalties, which will drop... Cod Camper gets a wriggle on, but at the moment, it will drop Willow to P2.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. P2 for Willow as the final lap starts. Still a good showing from him, although... I'm going to check his thing. Was that like a triple warning? Because he may be able to report that. Oh,
yeah, if you check that, yeah.
Because on lap 1... Oh, no, lap 1 he got... lap 2 he got warning for track limits.
Oh, Camper and John.
It says on lap. Sorry, just. No, that's fine. Lap 21, he got 2 warnings on the same lap, but so it may be a double warning. He might be able to get a 3-second taken off.
Yeah, I mean, for the minute now, you know, we've got a bit of a race on here. So let's see if John's got any extra pace laying around, because he's gonna want to close that gap now. His Cod Camper runs very wide there. Hopefully that wasn't. No, it wasn't. Wee's gonna be pushing like a madman on sticky tires, or 6-lap old sticky tires. So if he's got any battery left now, he's going to want to burn this as much as possible. As someone is round, I believe it was... Someone was round in Sector 2, in the middle of Sector 2. Right, let's go back up to Willow as he comes up over the bus stop chicane. Rounds the last corner.
Track for Willow. His 20th career victory, and that is on track.
That's on track. DeflatedWee will then take that. Cod Camper, so yes, he just managed to miss out there. So yeah, Willow dropping 1 place there on a fantastic drive. Gutted to not get the podium. As Jakob somehow manages to keep that in track limits. And the Haas behind, obviously with that 10-second, he's going to drop quite far down, I imagine. But then, no, even Shivers, I think, might get through. Shivers gets up to the line. No, just. Oh no, I don't want to take over a car. As the Aston parks it on the line. Well done, Deton. As Tommy has managed to do this whole race with a broken front wing.
Impressive.
Which is showing.
Got 2 points for it as well.
Yep. I think he'd be alright with that, considering that...
But in, Johnny, sorry, Killian mentioning that Liam's got a P3 never raced until now. John off the podium for the first time since Canada, which was the first race of Season 9, our previous season.
That is genuinely super impressive. As Padge wiggles his way over the line to finish himself in P15.
Oh, if you can see the conditions now, I think if the race had been like 10 more laps, it probably would have been rain.
Yeah, or another safety car, yeah, I think. So it ended up being a full dry race so far. That is some celebration, that is, DeflatedWee. Well done, Liam. Some celebration. Haven't quite seen that one yet. Quirky celebration for a quirky man.
Indeed. As DeflatedWee with that fastest lap as well on track. That's a win. Willow P2 because of that penalty. Cod P3. John for the first time since May off the podium. Not May, since Canada last season. Ethan P5. Tormus P6. I P7. Masters P8. Prev P9. Jakob P10. Jurors P11. Aiden P12. Deton P13. Tommy P14. Padge P15. Rothwell P16. And Powell and Killian on
your 2 DNFers. That is your Tuesday's race of no assist of Belgium.
Howard and Killian DNS. Sorry, Johnny. DNF.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Has Ethan made up 10 places? Starting at 10th, finishing 10 places, 5 places.
Good recovery.
Yeah, very good recovery there, Ethan. Considering he didn't set a lap in Q3. Good recovery drive. Safety car helping.
Thanks, Nico and Steely. Ethan saying he'll take it.
Yeah, well done, Ethan. That's a very good recovery drive. Made a lot of work for yourself there. Not setting a lap in Q3. You naughty, naughty boy. No, so that was your no assist. Season 10 at Belgium. that was your race. I've been Johnny B. My co.
No, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope everyone has a brilliant evening. I can't actually remember who is on the comms on Thursday, as we have the
Should
realistic fear.
be Socks and Rothwell, unless anything changes.
Yep, and still yet to be confirmed, as I did hear him say it in the practice lobby. Sunday is the assist here at Belgium, where myself and Tacit will also be racing in.
Indeed.
And I believe the comms are still yet to be decided for that one. So, yes, I hope everyone enjoys themselves, looks after yourselves. Hope you've enjoyed tonight, and till next week. Bye bye now.
Bye.